Hi, I'm John.
And I'm Carl.
We're from Shehad and we're digging in the crates with Maniacs.
Let's go.
Woo-hoo. Okay, look what I found, man. Check it out.
Oh yeah.
Now, Motorhead is probably one of my favourite rock and roll bands of all time. For me, the fact that Shehad got to open for Motorhead at the Auckland Town Hall on the 1916 tour was the biggest honour of my life. I foolishly agreed to co-host a children's television program and interview Lemmy, the singer, after the sound check, and I knew I was sort of in trouble when I saw them having a big argument on stage at their sound check, and like the drummer threw a stick at Lemmy's head and Lemmy went to punch him out. The producer of the children's program said, "Right, John, let's go and talk to Lemmy." We walk into their room, they're all sitting on this couch looking really angry. And she goes in and goes, "Oh, right, Mr. Lemmy, do you think your boys can get up and out of the room and John can sit down and we'll do the interview?" And I was like, "You want me to sit next to him?" And he didn't even look at me, didn't even acknowledge my existence. I went and sat down on a couch next to him and he just kept looking at her and scowling, and it went on for a minute, and I just wanted to shrink into a tiny ant and just crawl under the couch because it was so uncomfortable. And then after a minute he said, "You fucking rude bitch, how dare you ask my band to get out of their own fucking band room?" And I was like, "I don't want to be here." He turned to me and patted me on the knee and went, there, son, it's not your fault, it's hers." And that was my Motorhead story. So yeah, I love that band.
I've only heard a couple of tracks off this because this is new Deftones album. It's the kind of metal that I quite like, and potentially they're older than us, so they're doing okay, and they still sound really heavy. We did play with them in New York back in '95. They just got signed to Maverick Records, which was Madonna's label. And I remember we got on the bill at the Limelight, which was an old church in the middle of New York, and they were headlining, and I remember the rumour was that Madonna was in the building, so we were kind of all looking around to see if Madonna had turned up. But yeah, it's weird that I kind of didn't follow up after that. It took me ages to sort of find this band. I don't know why that was. I wasn't really a big fan of like the new metal thing, and I guess they kind of got lumped into the new metal thing, and really they're kind of beyond that. I find them definitely along the lines of what we do, sonically.
I'm going to choose this record because even though I love every single Rage Against the Machine record, I just reckon this is the best sounding Rage Against the Machine record. It opens with Testify, smashes straight into Guerrilla Radio, goes to Come Like a Bomb, mic check, and then Sleep Now in the Fire, which has got one of the best rock and roll riffs of all time. Anyway, for me, this band was interesting to us because we just happened to be touring through Germany. We hadn't heard that first album, but every single band we were touring with was a rap metal band. All these sort of copycat bands put us off getting into Rage Against the Machine. Then, pan to like 2 years later, when we totally went into them and we just sort of wrote them off, we toured, we did the Big Day Out, where it was us and Nick Cave, but Rage Against the Machine. And I watched a field of people in Melbourne who had never heard Bulls on Parade because it wasn't out yet. They played that song and they swear they filmed the video and the whole field went boom, boom. And I went, at that point, I went, "Oh, this is what it must have been like to see Led Zeppelin." And ever since, they're just like my favourite rock band.
How you getting on, Johnny, all right?
Yeah, pretty good, bro.
Yeah,
that's a good record.
Well, I remember being 11 years old. My friend had this on tape. I remember him lending it to me. I used to steal my dad's Walkman when he used to go to work. I used to take it to school, and then I used to hide it in my desk, and then when the teacher wasn't looking, I'd sneak my headphones on like I'm looking for my pencils or something. This just took me into a fantasy of just delving into a band for the first time and just living in this world of Eddie and graveyards and I don't know what the heck, but I thought it was pretty cool. But yeah, there's just something about this live record that just put me in that place of what would it be like to be at the concert, what would it be like to be on the road, what would it be like, you know, so many questions, more questions than answers.